And good morning everyone, it's me Vintage Gaudi. Welcome to a new video on my YouTube channel. And as you can see, I'm again in my car. That usually means I'm on the road to a flea market or thrift store. In this case, it is flea market. So I have found a flea market that is indoor, quite near to where I'm living. And I have been to that flea market before already, but it is like you never know. So this flea market is like 50% chance to find something. So I have made like incredible finds already, but I was also here at this flea market for nothing. So I don't know. As I mentioned, 50% chance. So what is the plan for today is going to that indoor flea market. And then later on, I am thinking I will go to that other flea market who is over an hour away from here. Last time I was there, I made these incredible finds with the 60s and 70s Barbies and fashions, and also the G1 My Little Pony at that bigger flea market that is over an hour away. And it is today the 13th of August, so it is the last time that bigger flea market takes place. But there's a but. Today it is really raining. It is cold, rain, a little bit of wind and whatever. So I'm not sure if there will be a lot of sellers at that other bigger flea market who is outdoor. And then I'm so kind of mixed feelings. Should I go over 100? Over 1 hour? Should I drive over 1 hour to go to a flea market that possibly has like a handful of sellers there because of the weather condition? I'm not sure at this point if it's worth to go there, but it is the last time that it takes place this year, so maybe there are more sellers even though the weather is not good, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. So I decided to go first to the one who is closer to me where I'm living, because that one is indoor, so that will be full. There will be a lot of sellers in that one, but as I mentioned, you never know what to find. And then after that flea market, I will decide should I go 1 hour to that other, taking the risk or not, because I mean you have to go 1 hour one way but also 1 hour back, so it is more than an hour. I guess like 3 hours I will be only on the road, and then like about an hour I will go through the flea market. So the whole day is kind of gone for me, the whole day. But you never know. As the last time, I did not expect anything and I found incredible things. So I'm not sure at this point, but I think we first go to the one who is indoor, have a quick check what they have, and then later on, depending what time it is, deciding if I will go to the other one and taking the long drive there and taking the risk that probably there will be not many sellers. So yeah, that's the plan for today. We will see. So let's go to the flea market. One of the very first sellers that G3 My Little Pony is really hidden underneath the stuff there. I could only spot a little bit of hair and a little bit of face, and I was like, oh, there is some ponies. Of course, I'm hoping to find G1 My Little Ponies, but I was not made that there are G3 My Little Ponies, and when there is one, then maybe the high chance there is a second one. So 2 My Little Ponies were there hidden underneath all that stuff. So I was totally surprised because I was not expecting it, but luckily I have seen the face of this pony here lying a little bit underneath the stuff, and now I'm checking out if there is maybe a third one, maybe a G1 or something hidden underneath the basket, but unfortunately it was only these two ones. So but at least 2 G3 My Little Ponies. That's really cute and really nice. Still searching for other things, but yeah, I'm asking the seller how much she wants for these 2 My Little Ponies, just in case, again, checking how the condition is of it, and talking a little bit with the seller, saying they are cute and so on. So yeah. Then another seller had a lot of puzzles. These are actually quite cool puzzles, but too big for me to do so. So I left it, and unfortunately not the puzzles that I'm kind of collecting. And here you can see good example on how crowded this indoor flea market it is. It is so tight. You can barely cross each other, and this is one of the gangways who is larger. So the other ones that are a little bit up higher, they are super tight. But there's also a second level of it. So here we go. I have to go upstairs to check the second level, and there are also some sellers there. So, but unfortunately not the real big thing. And since it is so tight and everything, you have to walk as slow or as fast as the person in front of you because you cannot overtake them. It is so tight. Here, of course, on that second floor or level, it is not a floor but a level, it is more spacious, so that's great. So you can cross each other, but the other part of the flea market is so tight. Still nothing really interesting. A lot of clothing, so in case if you are in search of clothing, you will definitely find here a lot of it. Most kids clothing, and that's great. So like you can buy secondhand kids clothing, but I'm on the hunt for toys. And this one here, I mean, do you remember the Ugg boots? They were such a thing here in Switzerland in the it was early 2000s, right? I had a pair of them, but they were quite expensive. And here I'm checking the size of it because I was like, maybe I can buy some Ugg boots for me, but unfortunately not my size. Yeah. So they had a lot of other kind of winter stuff since are here now in October. People are putting out like Christmas stuff, winter stuff, cozy stuff, and everything. This seller had like miniature figurines. So they are more the kind of how I say a McDonald's Barbie. So for sure this one here seems to be like a McDonald's one, but they had also different figurines like this Mickey Mouse, or this one here is Bibi and Tina. Also was quite popular back then, a Snoopy figurine, so a lot of cute figurines, but unfortunately nothing that I really want to have. And here you can see we got another box with stuff, but oh my goodness. On one hand I love these boxes because you never know what's underneath, but on the other hand, who else is willing to grab through all of these boxes to reach the bottom? And sometimes you don't even reach the bottom of it. So why not putting all this stuff a little bit together and doing like boxes with only, I don't know, sewing stuff, boxes with like, I don't know, but here we got the random boxes and you never know what's underneath of it. So of course, I'm taking the time to go through it and check it. Here I found a Barbie book. I was searching for a year, but unfortunately could not find what year it is. From the artwork itself, I would say it is like more in the 2000s. Maybe it's a 2005, 2007 book. Not sure, but yeah, no year. So I cannot tell you from which year it was. Checking other books, if there's maybe like a kind of more vintage book, Barbie book, or My Little Pony or Polly Pocket book, but yeah, most likely there are like other books in here for like kids and so on. So really cute books, but yeah, not the ones that I am interested in. And this seller, I see it all the time. On nearly every flea market that I'm going, this seller is also there. They're selling like Pokemon cards. Not sure, I have no knowledge about the Pokemon cards at all. Don't know which one is the most valuable, and if these ones here are originals, I don't know. But it had like a little basket with like mini figurines, and here I was checking out if they are vintage ones, because there is a Polly Pocket kind of compact from Pokemon, and they had figurines in there. So but yeah, no luck. And here we got also a seller. I think this is also always there because the ponies I do recognize so often. I see the same again. So yeah, but not the ponies that I want. Still cute though. Also next to it we got Duplos and little cars and so on. And there are also a box of figurines in there. Most, I would say, are Schleich figurines or similar to Schleich. Again, a newer pony. But here we got a princess like Belle. What else do we have? Let me just check. Here's like a dinosaur or something like that. A moose. So I don't know. Here we got another princess, Cinderella or whatever this is. I don't know, but they're quite cute figurines, but still not the ones that I'm looking for. So yeah, but you never know, a little Minnie Mouse. Maybe you can use a Minnie Mouse for something displaying or so. I don't know, but yeah. Oh, and here the Phillies. These are also quite popular. See Phillies all the time. So that was the first flea market, and well, actually, I have found something. I have found two G3 My Little Ponies. I'm not a really G3 collector, but I do have some of them. So both of them came home with me. They were only 3 Swiss francs for both, so 150 each. That's really a good price, and yeah, I need to clean them and wash them, and then checking who they are actually. I guess one of it was Pinkie Pie, if I'm not mistaken, but at home I will do then the proper research for it. So now it is a little bit after 9, and I think I will go to that other flea market who is over an hour away, just in case if I have luck and there is something, and if not, then well, then not. So that's always the risk of the flea markets. You never know how many people are there. You never know what is there. Because, for example, this flea market that I just went, the first one, they had literally nothing Barbie. So I have seen a Barbie book. I have seen a Barbie couple, so Barbie and Ken, but they were the modern ones, so like 2014-ish and newer. Just two of them. So two dolls actually, and one book and Barbie car, but that's it. So I have seen nothing else Barbie-ish at this flea market. And usually Barbie you find literally always, whether it's like a Barbie house, Barbie car, dolls. But this one, yeah, today seems not to be the Barbie day at that flea market now. So I hope there will be more Barbie-ish at the second flea market, but as I mentioned, you never know. Anyways, I'm really happy about the G3 My Little Pony, so at least I got something from this flea market, from the first one, so that makes me really happy. But now let's go to the other flea market and we will meet us there. I have arrived at the second flea market, the giant flea market. That's also what it is advertised as große Flohmarkt, like big flea market. And to my surprise, there are many sellers there. So even though it's raining, it is cold, it is windy, there are some sellers there, a lot of it. So fingers crossed there will be something good for me. And I also got a flyer for next year. So here it is, recent Flohmarkt. You can see, so the dates for next year they already have online, so I can put them in my calendar. And then I know when it starts, when there is the flea market taking place. But I'm really happy that I arrived out now here, because driving over 100, why do I say 100 hours? It is 1 hour and 50 minutes was it already. So and on the highway, so you are driving on the highway, and then sometimes you get a little bit distracted or so, because it's just highway, so nothing special. So I'm really happy I arrived here. Now I will put on my jacket, and then let's go and have a look what they have. And now let's enter the second flea market, the one that is over an hour away. And here I see also one of the sellers that is always here with the two vintage cans. The last time I bought from her the Barbie and the Skipper, and I left the cans. So she wanted 12 Swiss francs for each of the cans. That's definitely, for my budget, a little bit too expensive, so I left them behind. But I was checking out if there's maybe something like fashion-wise or so in there that was interesting, but unfortunately not. So I leave the cans there, and you can see it definitely has rained, and it was still raining, then it stops to raining, so I had the umbrella to open and to close it all the time. This one was really cool. From a distance I saw this bag with the Barbies, and I was like, when there are like moderner ones, maybe there should be also older ones in there, because that's quite often that happens, like they pass down their moms probably dolls and to the kids and so on. And then at that point, they're not interested in them anymore and they're selling at the flea market. But unfortunately, this one was filled with the more newer ones. Yeah, but not newer ones. There were some from the 2000s, but not the ones that I really collect. They had also like a Barbie car and a Barbie house underneath of it, but they take up so much space, so I cannot take everything with me, even though I wish I could, even though I wish I had the space for everything. But unfortunately, yeah, this bag was just nothing for me. Here we got also some random toys. I'm doing filming a little bit whatever I see, and you can see the mud. So it was really heavy raining in between, and so the ground was really covered in mud and everything. Here we got some creepy dolls. I don't like creepy dolls, but yeah, it's fascinating. It's fascinating on what you find. And here, this is quite cool. I spotted some hair, and I spotted some great hair. I knew this hair belongs to something 90s. So, and yeah, I turned it over and went to that little spot where the hair were sitting, and it turns out to be a 90s Barbie for 5 Swiss francs in a totally hair Barbie's outfit, but it is not totally hair Barbie, so it's a different Barbie. At this point, I'm trying to identify who she might be, but if not, I have no luck. So yeah, and these two dolls, I guess they are LOLs, I'm not mistaken, and I love her crimped hair. So the hair is super cute with these crimps in it. So it was almost a attempt to buy, but I do not want to start a new collection. I have enough with the collections that I have already. But they were kind of cool, and so, but I have to take the Barbie with me and leave the LOLs back. And yeah, so sorry for them, but happy to have found at least a Barbie for a reasonable price at this flea market. Next up, this seller I have also seen several times here, also nearby the flea markets that I'm living. So yeah, I knew what he has, but also I wanted to check if there's something new in it, mostly so like this figurines, more in direction boyish toys, but I mean, they could also be for girls, right? So that's absolutely no problem, but simply not the ones that I am into it. They had also some Playmobil stuff, still new in the box. I was still hoping that there is no rain coming on these boxes because the cardboard will then, get wet. But these figurines are actually nothing really for me. Yeah. Still searching if there's maybe hidden something like, for example, a McDonald's Barbie from the 90s or something. I don't know, but you never know. Still searching. What else do we have here? Oh, another figurine. Who is this? Sandy from SpongeBob. This is quite a cool figurine, actually. Back in my car again, and I'm driving right now home. So I made like 2 or 3 rounds at this flea market, and they had quite cool stuff there, but not the real big thing. So there were like 2 vintage Ken dolls, but too expensive for me. She wanted 12 Swiss francs for 1 Ken doll. Since when is Ken more expensive than Barbie? Because the last time I was at this flea market, I bought from her the Barbie and the Skipper, and she wanted 10 Swiss francs for both. That makes each 5 Swiss francs, and now she charges 12 Swiss francs for 1 Ken. Does not make sense for me. So I left the cans. I'm also not that can collector. I was first thinking, cans should be like cheaper than Barbies, right? But no, somehow those cans got a real high price, so I left them. But I found other stuff, so other cool things. But it's not the real big haul or something like that. But this is like how usually it is going on flea markets. So I would say 90%, 80 to 90% of the flea markets that I go, you don't find the real big, huge lot. So the real big things or the amazing stuff, the real hauls are like maybe 2 or 3 times the year. So that's how it is here in Switzerland, how it is at those flea markets that I went. So this year I made for sure like 3 at least real big hauls and big finds of Barbie stuff, and the other ones are like just a little bit a doll there, G3 My Little Pony here, something else that I want to buy there. So yeah, now I'm just driving back home, and I think I just already then filmed the haul, so it is all in one video. Hello everyone, and welcome to the haul part of this video. Yes, you can see here I have not so many things to show you. For that I was at 2 flea markets, and one of those flea markets were quite huge. Yeah, not much that came home with me. I do have a Barbie doll, I have 2 G3 My Little Ponies, and 1 Game Boy cassette. So, 4 pieces, but at least 4 pieces, so right. Now let's go into it. I would say we're just starting with the My Little Ponies, because they were actually the first things that I found at the first flea market. They were quite hidden. So I have seen her hair looking from underneath some, I don't know what it was, books or something. So she was quite hidden. I saw her hair and I saw a little bit of her eyes. So that's everything that I saw. And I was like, oh, there's ponies. And then I found her, and this one here was again underneath some other stuff like books or whatever it was. So I just saw her and was thinking, if there is one, maybe there is more, and put away the books. And then this one came, this one appeared out of nowhere. Well, actually, who are these ones? This one I immediately recognize. I don't know why, but somehow I find it all the time. So it must have been quite a popular pony here, at least in Switzerland. But I have found it all the time. I even have a plushie from this pony. This is actually a G3 My Little Pony Pinkie Pie with this cute cutie mark, like balloons on it. So sweet. Oh, and by the way, I did not wash them or clean them already, so that's something that I will do later, but not for this video. So they are as they came. Only thing that I removed were like headbands that were on this hair from the dolls and from the ponies. So yeah. Pinkie Pie, yeah, really cute one. Has a heart detail in the eyes itself. I'm usually not the G3 My Little Pony collector. I do have some of them, the ones that I really like to have, but I want to focus myself on the G1 My Little Ponies. But I picked them up because both of them were just only 3 Swiss francs, so that makes 150 for each, and that's quite a good price. So I know someone for sure who probably wants them, or I can trade them, so that's the reason why I picked them up. They're quite cool. They are quite cool, but I cannot keep all the G3s that I find. I want to focus on G1s actually. But here we got Pinkie Pie. On the hoofs itself, we got like a date 2002, Hasbro, made in China, and underneath this foot here, on this hoof, actually, there's a magnet. So all of these ponies are magnetic. Not all, but the ones who have this like specific hoof are magnetic. From the other side, we can see it has a hard detail on that hoof with the magnetic in it. So really cool. Does it have any other things? No, that's actually all. And what I really like, this pony is one with tinsel. I am such a lover of tinsel hair, also in Barbie dolls with tinsel, but also ponies with tinsel. I kind of like that. It's quite cool. White hair with tinsel in it. Really nice. So we got our first pony, G3 Pinkie Pie. Now let's go to the next pony, and that's actually the one who guided me to these 2 ponies because of her hair and a little bit of her face sticking out between some books. So we got here, this one is actually G3 My Little Pony Amberlocks. I've never heard of Amberlocks, and so I'm really happy about it, and I think this is a pony that definitely will keep. I like these color combinations of her, so she's really cute. This is the cutie mark of her. She has like little, I would say, hair pieces, like locks, probably, and some little bows or bow ties. So that makes her Amberlocks. Her eyes do have this, what is yellow? Yeah, this a yellow heart in it, quite cool. But what I like also is she's on a shimmery body as well as this one here. So both of them do have like shimmer in their body. And this one is like pink with shimmer on it, almost, yeah, now it is pink. It is really pink. On camera it looks more like peaches color, but here in real life it is like pink color. So pink shimmery body. Also she got a blue heart on the hoof itself. and underneath that blue heart it is the magnetic hoof. Same year, 2002, I think she was released in 2003 as Amber Locks. Hasbro, made in China as well. The cutie mark is only on one side, so that's you see here the different, well, actually, are they different poses? Yeah, these are different poses. So this one has the cutie mark on this side. This one looks on this side and has the cutie mark here. When you turn it over, they face each other, but then they have no cutie mark at all on the other side. The hair itself, I really like. It is a yellow and here we can say peach color combination, yellow and peach. The same here in the tail, so it looks quite cool. Needs, of course, a washing and clean, but I think I will keep her. Amber Locks. From these ponies, there are also some stories. And from Amber Lock, the story is she is like kind of I don't know if she owns a salon, a hair salon, styling salon, or if she works there, but she's a stylist, hairstylist, and fashion stylist, because the story tells whenever there is a party in Ponyville, they go to Amber Locks, doing her hair or their hair. Sorry, so they go to her, getting a new hairstyle, and she also gives them clothing, so she styles them actually. So she's a kind of stylist, hairstylist and fashion stylist. So that's the story from Amber, or actually Amber Locks. So really cute, and I guess I will keep her. She looks amazing. Then the next find that I've made, let me just go with Barbie. Yeah. This one is actually quite a surprise. This was also at the second flea market. The second flea market was quite huge. They had some tables with dolls and so on. So I have seen there 2 cans. Unfortunately, the cans were actually quite expensive. Then there was another seller who had more the moderner Barbies. Unfortunately, nothing for me. And then this one was actually also super hidden behind some stuff. They had, what did they had? I think there were books in front as well. And then she was sitting next to some, I guess it was LOLs, I'm not sure, but some of those dolls. And I just saw her hair. So I did not see her face. I saw basically just this one popping out from between the books. And I was like, this hair look quite older. So let's go and have a check. And yeah, she was sitting there. I was like, oh, quite cute. First, I was thinking I do have her because she's wearing Totally Hair Barbie. So Totally Hair Barbie's outfit. She's not Totally Hair Barbie. The outfit I find a lot of times, so I have it several versions of it, but I will also keep this one. This is quite good condition actually. So I will keep that dress, but from the doll, I was like, the face looks familiar to me. Who? I guess I have her, but whatever, let's take her home. She was just the only doll there, and was like, I cannot leave her behind. She's just the only doll there, in the cold, in the rain. So let's get her home. She was 5 Swiss francs, so fair price. Love that, really cool. But at home, I tried to research her and was like, who are you? Who are you? She has luckily one of her earrings in here. So this is actually the original earring that she comes. She's missing the ring and the second earring as well. And then now the research started. So at this point, I do not know 100% which doll she is, because she could be like 4 different versions. We got the 1989 Sweet Roses Barbie. Then we have 1989 Elegance or the Elegante Barbie, which is in Europe version Elegante Barbie. Then we have Home Pretty Barbie, and there was also another version who was called Living Pretty Elegance Barbie. So 4 of those versions, and all 4 of these versions do have quite the same dress. So also the faces look quite similar. The only thing which is a little bit different, her eyebrows. So she have like really carved eyebrows. So like with a, I don't know, really straight line eyebrows. And all of these 4 that I just mentioned, I looked up, and they have more like rounder eyebrows. So not this straight line, so more like rounder. But there also, some of them do have like carved versions. So actually, I don't know which one is really her. So that makes it quite difficult. I would say something between Elegante Barbie and Home Pretty Barbie, but also it could be Sweet Roses Barbie. That makes it quite difficult because when I do research, I go also online for new in box dolls. And when I'm seeing new in box dolls, I zoom in and try to see the faces and also the eyebrows. And Sweet Roses Barbie has also round eyebrows, but also these really carved, sharp edge eyebrows, as well as the other ones. So at this point, I don't know. In case if you have an idea which one it is, then please write me down in the comment section down below. If you say, no, this is 100% this doll or that doll, then please write me down in the comment section down below so I can put a name on her. But for this point, I will inventory her as like these 4 versions. She is also one of the typical ones with broken neck. We can see also here the line on the side is broken. You can probably fix it, I guess. It should be no problem. What was included still is her peg. But this peg is quite useless because I can put it in here. So when I heat it up the neck itself, then I can put the round piece in here. But the opposite, this kind of flat piece, should go in her neck. And look, it is loose, so it does not held here. I don't know what happens actually or so, but it is loose. So she will not held here in place because always she will fall in, and so she would always look like a broken neck. And so I decided to take out this peg, keeping it for another doll, and just push her head on it. So here it is quite okay. When I display it like this, you will not notice that she has a broken neck. She looks quite good on it, but yeah. So that's it. And what I also found inside of her head is the other piece from the earring. So this is the other ending of the earring that unfortunately, as it looks like, so it broke off. So this should be this one over here. And I guess the top of it broke off and the other piece remained inside. So yeah, I don't know what to do with it. So I think it goes then in the trash or something like that. But for now on, I will keep it as it is, and she will stay as it is. And her names are like Sweet Roses, Elegante Barbie, Home Pretty Barbie, or Living Pretty Elegance Barbie. Now, to the last piece that I have found and bought, but I bought it off camera, is this one here. I found this Game Boy cassette from Pokemon, the red edition. It was quite cool. There were actually 2, you can name them resellers. So from the one that I bought, this one here, he told me, yeah, he is actually a reseller. So I bought that from, a reseller, obviously. This is the red edition. I had this red edition as a child, so it was quite cool. I do have also the blue edition. So Pokemons, I don't know if it's worldwide, but here in Switzerland, especially, they are quite pricey. So Pokemon, especially these cards, these cassettes go for quite a high price online. So it is like between 55 to probably 100, depending which edition you have. So they were like the silver and gold edition, they're more pricey. Also the yellow edition is more in the high-end price. The red, blue, and I think there was a green version, I'm not sure, but those are more in the lower price. So for this one, I paid 45 Swiss francs. I think it is quite a good deal, quite a good price for it, for like that old Game Boy cassette. And it works. It still works. And the cool thing with that reseller who I bought this cassette, he was quite giving me informations about it. Because he told me there are a lot of fake of these Game Boy cassettes, especially Pokemons in online. So a lot do buy these things like from Temu or Wish or whatever. They have a game on it, but it is not the original game. And also he told me he, as a specialist who sells these products, had also bought wrong items or kind of fake items. And he said, it is so difficult to put original and fake to separate them. So they make so good fake ones. But he told me there are some little hinges actually. I don't know if you can see. Here is a 2. So this actually it should be 22. I'm not sure if you can see it. Right now you can see it. So on the original cassettes, there is a number printed on it, but we got the foil over it, but you can see the number shining through. So this is a hinge that it says it could go in the direction original that he told me, and I want to share with you. Then also, I don't know what else he told me, but he said somewhere else there must be something when you go over it. Then here, you can see like this round shape here. That must be also an indication for an original one. But otherwise, you have no chance to say this is original or not. He said the only thing you can do is open this up, and then there is the platine where it says like Nintendo on it. So then you know it's original, and the ones who say no not Nintendo on it, then it is fake. So I did not know that. I did not know that people are faking these cassettes and making money out of it. And then of course I asked him, but well, this is an original, right? So yes, of course, this is an original. They tested everything. And as I mentioned, he showed me this with the number and so on. So there are little hinges and little spots that are kind of secret, but you have to know that, then you are for sure that you have an original cassette. So that's it about this cassette. So I'm really happy. It is in German. That's also what I liked. Of course, this cassette would be in so many languages for all over the world. And he also said me, in case if you don't know if it's a German version or not, sometimes they have like an for example, down here in the bottom, but you cannot see because this one has not that sign. It is like an E. E stays for English. Like, and then you know, oh, this is an English version. But here it is always because it says außen sichtbare Seite. So that means this is the outside, or this faces the outside of the Game Boy, actually. So you know, okay, well, then it must be like German, obviously. So cool. I already played it, not finished it yet, but I started to come into it. So I played, when I came home with this, I played for a few hours and was like, la 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 la. So much childhood memories, so much cool features again to revival. That's it. I hope you liked it. Please go and check out more videos on my YouTube channel. Click the subscribe button, and we will see us in the next video with Vintage Gaudi. Bye!